Humans causing the sixth great mass extinction? What year will humans go extinct? How many times has Earth almost been destroyed? Scientists have analyzed both common and rare species and found that billions of regional or rural populations have already been lost. And many blame human overpopulation and overconsumption as the cause of the crisis, and even warn that they threaten the survival of human civilization with just a short time frame to act. In today's video, you'll likely find the cause behind the Earth's sixth mass extinction. Before we get into it, please like and subscribe to our channel. Mass extinctions occur on our planet approximately every 100 million years. And all of them are believed to be due to natural disasters such as the eruption of giant asteroids and giant volcanoes that collide with Earth. Mass extinction does not point to the end of the world, but to a major setback that can lead to the end of the world in a scaled-up apocalyptic scenario. And in the last 5 mass extinctions, about 80% of all living things have disappeared, jeopardizing the future of life itself. There have been 5 mass extinction events in the history of biodiversity on Earth. All of these are dramatic, but have been caused entirely by natural phenomena. And it is claimed that a 6th mass extinction may be underway, but it's completely artificial this time. We're talking about a man-made extinction here. And there is ample evidence to suggest that there is a biodiversity crisis. Species extinctions are increasing and populations are declining. Still, some do not accept that this corresponds to the 6th mass extinction. The first mass extinction in the past was the Ordovician Silurian. The next mass extinction may be imminent sooner than scientists would expect because we are at the root of its cause. The Ordovician Silurian was the first mass extinction event on Earth to be confirmed by scientists and historians. It is believed to have happened between 447 to 443 million years ago. This mass extinction was caused by the shift of the supercontinent or primitive continent known as Gondwana to Antarctica. And this event led to global cooling with extremely low temperatures and sharp drops in sea levels, effectively killing over 85% of all living species. The second mass extinction was the late Devonian period, and this occurred between 375 and 360 million years ago. In this event, about 70% of all organisms died from a series of extinction pulses. Other possible causes have been debated, but marine life was nearly extinct due to volcanic oceanic activity at the time. And during this time period, the relationship between land and water was more balanced than it is today. The third mass extinction event was the Permian-Triassic period, and it's considered the closest event to the extinction of life on Earth, as 96% of all living organisms died during this mass extinction event 252 million years ago. The exact cause is unknown, but it is believed that a series of volcanoes combining meteorite and natural gas emissions contributed to this mass extinction. And experts believe it took about 10 million years for all organisms on Earth to recover to optimal levels. The fourth mass extinction event was the Triassic-Jurassic event, and it didn't occur until 50 million years later, or about 200 million years ago, when mass extinction wiped out about 73% of all life on Earth. And the exact cause is unknown, But as mentioned earlier, it may have been a combination of natural disasters that caused this. The fifth mass extinction event was the Cretaceous-Paleogene era, and it's the last and perhaps the best known mass extinction event. It's the most famous mass extinction of them all, because this mass extinction killed most dinosaurs about 66 million years ago when a large asteroid struck Earth. About 75% of all organisms died due to the climate change caused by asteroids and not their direct effects. You see, when the asteroid hit Earth, it clouded the skies around the world with a thick cloud of ash and smoke that eventually killed off the majority of life due to the sun's rays not being able to reach the ground. And here we've arrived to the cause of the sixth mass extinction. There is one type of bacterium on this planet that is more harmful than any other species, and it's called humans. Our way of life has influenced the planet's natural ecosystems for centuries, and our reputation is on track. Many can agree that we as humans were created for this planet, but this planet was not created for us. Greed without humanity has always led to our species experiencing rapid evolution, but not without a price. And this cost usually ends in the destruction of nature. We have never taken the time to find a more natural way to produce energy, heat, or food. And like other bacteria, we tend to only care about ourselves and not the other organisms around us. Fortunately, with the development of new science and technology, we're hoping to change this course and save ourselves. But only time can tell if we'll be successful or not. Because there's carbon dioxide that's causing global warming. And in most cases of mass extinctions, the natural disasters that have occurred are due to the disruption of the Earth's natural carbon cycle. And many people think that all CO2 production is bad, but it's not. The production of CO2 has never been realized by humans. In fact, it's always present on Earth, and we actually need a fair share of CO2 to keep the ecosystem in balance. The difference now is that far more CO2 is produced by humans than by nature, creating a massive imbalance in ecosystems that leads to global warming. And in modern society, many daily activities emit large amounts of CO2, which means that the world is slowly beginning to notice climate change and global warming. I've seen many projects published with the help of the internet and many influential people paying their part, but it must be me who brings the bad news. Unfortunately, it's almost too late. If 1/4 of the world's population changed their lifestyle to save the world, it still wouldn't be enough. And despite all the more environmentally friendly choices our world is making, it cannot keep up with the new technologies, especially with the rapid growth of the world's populations. And it's not only about the CO2 production increase, but also about our carelessness to life on Earth that has inhabited this planet for millions of years before humans have. The climate crisis is causing everything from severe droughts to more frequent and intense storms. It also stresses seeds while exacerbating food production challenges that create conditions that make habitats difficult to live in. Increased droughts and floods make it difficult to maintain crops and produce adequate food in some areas. And the intertwined relationships between food systems, climate change, and biodiversity loss are putting immense pressure on our planet. Species are becoming extinct faster than we discover new ones. Scientific research shows that there are already signs of the sixth mass extinction manifesting today. And these signs are based on previous extinction rates from previous mass extinctions. And if we see an extinction rate of 2 mammals per 10,000 species in 100 years, it is estimated that we will enter the sixth mass extinction not too far from today. Now, most people don't care about future generations, And generally, I don't blame them. Why do you have to care about others? Well, the biggest social challenge we are facing now, perhaps, the biggest in human history, is loneliness. And it's strange that in an era where technology is more connected than ever, we are lonelier than ever. And while we can't tell you the exact date, science has already said that the sixth mass extinction has already begun. As it's not a momentary process, but a process that takes thousands of years, like the previous mass extinctions. It took at least 15 million years for the Permian-Triassic to emerge, but we promise that it'll be much faster, as is the evolution of technology. And there are many facts today that are proving the mass extinction began long ago. Between 1900 and 2015, 117 species of mammals were extinct, and the number of humans continues to grow. These are not just speculations, but historical facts that show that humanity bites the dust, and we sometimes deserve it. So how can we contribute to the protection of biodiversity? There are many things that we can do to protect biodiversity. For example, consuming wisely. This means reducing consumption as much as possible. We need to reuse or recycle instead of throwing things away and buying new ones. When buying a new product, choose one that is energy efficient and durable. We can avoid plastic, as plastic is made from petroleum and produces toxic waste. It takes thousands of years for plastic to decompose. We can go organic, as organic foods are good for your health. It also protects the environment from excess nutrients from pesticides and fertilizers. We can save energy when it's not in use by unplugging the electronic devices we have and turning off the lights. Please use public transportation instead of driving, as that helps too. Now, the only way that we can take a step forward to combat this problem is to first treat everyone as human and act based on social composition. To even have a 1% chance of fighting this, we need to be more connected and united than ever before. And only those who deserve to survive will resist and survive the mass extinction. We hope this video will help you to act practically to save the Earth from an upcoming disaster. We will be back with more informative topics soon. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you can get notified when a new video gets published. Until then, take care.